Imagine a place born from a divine thought, a garden so perfect it was called Eden. This wasn't just land. It was a living masterpiece, a symphony of color, life, and light. 4 great rivers, the Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates, flowed out from its heart, their waters crystal clear, nurturing every root and leaf. They were the lifeblood of this paradise, weaving through meadows carpeted with flowers of every imaginable hue. In the cool of the day, a gentle breeze rustled through the trees, carrying the sweet fragrance of blossoms and ripe fruit. The air itself felt alive, pure and invigorating. Towering trees reached for the heavens, their branches heavy with pomegranates, figs, and olives. Among them stood 2 special trees, the tree of life, its leaves shimmering with an otherworldly glow, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, its fruit looking deceptively delicious. In this haven walked Adam, the first man, formed from the earth itself. He was not just an inhabitant. He was the garden's steward. He moved with a grace and strength that mirrored the world around him. His days were filled with purpose and wonder, naming the creatures that shared his home. Imagine the scene: majestic lions with gentle eyes, graceful giraffes nibbling on the highest leaves, playful monkeys swinging from vines, and colorful birds painting the sky with their flight. There was no fear, only a perfect, harmonious coexistence. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest beast, moved in peace. But Adam felt a longing, a sense of incompleteness in all this perfection. And so, from Adam's own side, Eve was created. When Adam first saw her, it was a moment of pure joy and recognition, bone of his bone, flesh of his flesh. Together, they were the heart of Eden. They walked hand in hand along the riverbanks, their laughter echoing through the trees, their companionship completing the beautiful picture. They cared for the garden, their work not a chore, but a joyful collaboration with creation. But even in paradise, a shadow could fall. A creature, more cunning than any other, watched from the branches of the forbidden tree. The serpent, with scales that shimmered like jewels, was a master of whispers. It saw Eve, curious and innocent, admiring the beautiful forbidden fruit. The serpent's voice was like honey, smooth and persuasive. It planted a seed of doubt, a question that would change everything. It spoke of wisdom, of being like gods, of a knowledge held back from them. Eve, captivated by the promise and the beauty of the fruit, reached out. She took a bite, and the sweet juice was a stark contrast to bitterness that would follow. She then went to Adam, her heart likely a mix of excitement and apprehension. She offered him the fruit, a simple gesture of sharing that held the weight of destiny. In that moment, as Adam took the fruit from her hand, the harmony of Eden was fractured. The sun seemed to dim, a sudden chill filled the air, and the innocent peace that once defined their world was shattered forever. The animals, once their companions, now looked at them with different eyes, sensing the profound change. The beautiful garden remained, but its heart was broken, and the path back to that perfect beginning was lost. Thank you so much for journeying with us back to the dawn of time. If this story moved you, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more timeless tales, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Their choice had consequences. The perfect harmony was broken. They were sent out of the Garden of Eden, and the world they knew was forever changed. Hardship, struggle, and separation entered the human experience. The ground would now yield its fruit only through sweat and labor, and the easy relationship they had with the animal kingdom was fractured. The path back to Eden was guarded, a poignant symbol of what was lost. Now, you might think this is just an ancient story, a myth from a time long past, but look around. The story of Eden plays out in our lives every single day. We all have our own gardens, our relationships, our careers, our health, the moments of peace and happiness we cherish. And just like in Eden, we face choices. We hear those subtle whispers of temptation, don't we? That little voice that says, just this once, or no one will know, or you deserve this even if it's not the right thing to do. These are our modern-day snakes. They could be the temptation to cut corners at work, to speak an unkind word in anger, or to chase after something we know isn't good for us. The forbidden fruit might look like instant gratification, a moment of pride, or the easy way out. And just like Adam and Eve, when we choose that path, we often find that the promised satisfaction is fleeting. Instead, we're left with feelings of regret, broken trust, or a distance between ourselves and the people we care about. But the story doesn't end in despair. It's a powerful lesson about choices and consequences. It teaches us the importance of trust, integrity, and listening to that inner voice of wisdom over the tempting whispers of doubt. Recognizing our own Eden and the snakes that try to enter it is the first step toward protecting what is truly valuable in our lives. By making conscious, positive choices, we can cultivate our own gardens, nurture our relationships, and strive to live in harmony with our own values. It's about learning from the past to build a better future. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to Eden. If this story resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content that explores the deeper meanings in our lives. See you in the next one.